Why you? Why would I even bring this up to a room like this? Because it is, as Robert Kennedy declared, of those to whom much has been given, much is asked. So you get to decide. Where do I fit into all of this? But I can tell you this, if you make the highest choice and the grandest decision, you will be happier than God. Because your life will suddenly have a meaning you never dreamt it was possible for you to have. And you don't have to quit your job or leave your relationship or change your location or move to a new place. It doesn't have to turn your life upside down. You can do it incrementally in little but incredibly strategically important ways that are cumulative in their effect. And after a few months or years, suddenly you see, oh my God, I've done something extraordinary called make a difference. I've done it. I've done it. But of course I did it, because I came to the room to heal the room. I came to the space to heal the space. There's no other reason for me to be here. Oh, I thought it was about me all this while. I thought it was about me, my life. Oh my God, my relationship's falling apart. My work, my job is crashing. I'm getting fired. I can't get that new car. And I have a hair appointment on Tuesday. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I mean, look at my hair. It's just a mess. Well, my hair actually isn't a mess. It's really quite lovely. See, they're all in the woods, running around in the forest. They don't know the trees from the forest. And our job, should we choose to do it, is to go into the forest and get them out of there. But there's a problem, you see. There's a problem. The problem is that the woods are dark and deep. But we have promises to keep. And miles to go before we sleep. And miles to go before we sleep. And promises to keep. You are the promise of humanity. Unless you're not. Don't look so solemn. This is a moment of great joy. This is the time of your deciding this day and time. You brought yourself here this day and time. For the time of your deciding. When we come back after dinner, we'll talk about 17 steps to becoming happier than God. We'll also talk about some specific things that you might do, should you choose to, if you wish to engage in the process of creating a world where 400 children an hour do not die of starvation. Now, does anyone dare to does anyone have any questions? Excuse me, I just spoke. Lost my head. Greg.
To go back, you used the phrase primitive and barbaric about this culture. So I want to get you back to that space and just ask, are we also young as a culture, young?
Yeah, we are, and the human race knows this about itself. About 3 years ago, a survey was taken in which large numbers of people were asked by folks running around with clipboards, if you had to place humanity as a whole on the developmental scale of a human being, what age would you call humanity as a whole? Where would you place humanity as a whole? Are we in our senior years? Are we in our middle-aged years, you know, where are we on the scale of human development if the evolutionary history of humanity was placed on the life of a human being? And people answered, and the majority of people, interestingly enough, had the same answer. They said that we were in our early adolescence. And I think that the assessment is correct. It's a self-assessment, and I think it's correct. We're in our early adolescence. We're just emerging into and experiencing puberty, spiritual and physical and mental puberty. We have no idea what the hell to do with our sexuality. We can't say the word penis or vagina in public without people going crazy. We don't know what to do with them, even if we don't call them that. We're nuts with our sexuality. We're nuts with our money. We're nuts with our bombs and weapons and understanding of what love really is. But we're getting there. We're growing into ourselves. If we can just win this human race and get there before we self-destruct, that'll be the question, because right now we are as children playing with matches. But I have great hope. May not sound that way, but I do. I'm actually an optimist in all of this, because I see a vision of tomorrow, and I see the leadership of tomorrow as well. Sitting in rooms like this, we had people just yesterday out of this room step forward into leadership. And a few of you here today will do the same, I'm sure. By the way, what am I doing really in the end? Going around the world, recruiting people. I'll be leaving here in about 2 weeks and going to Italy, and then to Germany on a whistle-stop tour, 6 cities in 4 days, 2 stops a day. Afternoon event, get on a train, do an evening event. Get up the next morning, afternoon event, get on a train, do an evening event. Next morning, get up, train to the next place, afternoon event, train again, do an evening event. Then to the United Kingdom, then to the Netherlands, then to Ukraine, and on and on and on. What is Neil up to? What is Neil doing? What is he trying to do? Just recruit people into spiritual leadership? Yes. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yes. Yes, ma'am.